You're tuned into news across the galaxy where they talk all things LA Galaxy with the Nag Boys. Let's start nagging.
All right. Something clever and or funny. Check. Got that out of the way. Welcome to News Across the Galaxy, where we talk all things LA Galaxy. My name is Eddie. As always, right behind me over here, creating this paradox, we got Bryant. How does it feel to sit on the big boy chair?
I feel like Spider-Man.
Yeah. Those are some pretty big shoes to fill, bro. So good luck over there. All right. Not here once again, jerk. We got Chewy. What up, Chewy?
What up? What up? I was supposed to, and then shit happens.
Yeah.
And
Shit does happen.
And then don't adjust your TVs or your devices, or think you have to fix your prescriptions. That blurry blob in the bottom right is Edgar. What up, Edgar?
Man. Hell, man. I mean, seriously, you guys treat me like I'm like transmitting live from Pluto or something.
Are you?
I don't know. I seen images from other planets, and it looks better than that.
Nah, dude, it's not another planet. It's just Nicaragua, dude. That's it.
There you go. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, there you go. That's fair, right?
That's fair.
You're fair.
Well, sorry for being on so late, everyone. Life happens sometimes. I had my situation. Chewy had his situation, so it got later and later. It wasn't even supposed to be this late, but things happen. But we're here. We promised we were gonna be here, right? This time it wasn't because we misbehaved. This time it was because life really did happen.
Yep, we actually behaved this weekend.
So I want to start off on a light note. Good stuff. Good vibes. Let's start with that. I didn't get to go. Chewy and Bryant were the only NAG representatives there. So Galaxy had the GalaxSea event at the Long Beach Aquarium. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
One of those awesome benefits you get from being a season ticket member.
Yep.
Right. And then that awesome tote bag, of course.
Tote bag.
Did you guys get it?
Tote bag? What?
Your little shopping bag, bro.
Aw, man. I missed out on
I
that
still need
thing.
to go to my other address to pick it up.
Damn, look at that other address. Fucking rich ass food.
Rich Galaxy fans, bro.
But anyways, well, Brian, Chewy, whoever wants to go first, tell us about it.
Well, to start, the only thing I did not like about the event was the long ass lines that to getting in to making line, wait for the players to sign whatever it is you take. That was the only thing that I wasn't very fond of. Aside from that, it's the aquarium. You're there to see some cool life creatures on Earth, and I actually enjoyed it. I got to see a couple people, recognizable faces, and say what's up to everybody, and it was cool.
Did you guys see penguins?
I did see penguins, bro. Those were cool. Awesome. Well, they were kind of sleeping. I took a picture of one of them. That fool flipped me off. I was like, what the fuck?
Mind your business, bitch.
But yeah, I thought it was a cool event. And then of course, towards the end, Vanni took the center stage, and addressed the fans and addressed what his thought process is in every lineup that he does, and every sub and all that. And yeah,
you're supposed to sell me on that.
I'll sell you in a bit, maybe. Chewy, how was your event time?
Well, now the only thing I didn't like about the event was that I had no idea Brian was there.
Yeah. Oh shit! You did it?
No, you didn't post it on our chat.
Oh, I did post that. There was some long ass lines.
You put that it was long ass lines to see fish. So I was like, what?
Yeah.
and then you didn't respond.
It's like, where is he?
He was there to see Pescadito.
Yeah, that's
There
what
it
I kind of
is.
thought for a moment. Guys, this is how you
This
can see
guy.
how much we communicate outside of the show.
For real. Very bad communication.
We only pretend to be friends a couple hours out of the week to do this. We just
Yeah. To me, it was pretty cool. I got in. I got there late. I got there at 8. There was a lot of traffic trying to get into the parking lot.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I guess there was an event, or there was some events going around in downtown Long Beach. One of them was at the Queen Mary, and most of the parking for the Queen Mary is around there. So that was hectic. There's a lot of police. I mean, I could care less about the police. I was just trying to get into the parking.
damn chill NWO.
Damn, it's NWA, but you got it.
Whatever. I like them both. Hey, I'm over here
No, but
working.
It was cool. They gave a lot of cookies out.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's
About
another
cookies.
thing. Free snacks. That was awesome.
Yep. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I got to see a bunch of people that I haven't seen in a while. It was cool. I mean, a lot of the animals were kind of sleeping or kind of, already tucked in by the time I got there, but it was still pretty cool. It did take me about an hour and 20 minutes to get my picture
Oh,
and
shit.
to get my, my stuff autographed. But yeah, I was sitting, I was in a theater room, in a small theater room. So that was kind of cool because they had you sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
So you weren't standing like I saw a lot of people were.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was kind of cool.
What
And then
line
from
did you
there,
end
I
up
just
getting
kind of
to?
roamed around.
Chewy?
I got silver.
Silver. And that's with Ricky, right?
Yeah, that was Ricky, Zavaleta, and Williams.
I ended up getting the blue line with Chicha. I didn't even go get anything signed. I was like, I think I had one person signature, though, who is an actual legend of the LA Galaxy, a current LA Galaxy legend. And that was Mr. Joe Tutino. I got his autograph, and I got a picture with him. So that was the only one that was actually happy to make line for. And I got it right after he spoke to Vanni. And yeah, so here's a couple things that Vanni said. Let's start off with him.
You want to go there already? All right.
Yeah, a couple
Let
things.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask both of you guys a question.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get to go to this event. Obviously, given with COVID and everything, there hasn't been many events. How was this compared to like Oktoberfest, which is not just one of our favorite events, but like a lot of Galaxy fans' favorite season ticket member events?
Oktoberfest was better.
Because there was beer involved. But I actually enjoyed this event. They rented out the whole aquarium just for Galaxy fans, dude. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
They had a couple of Galaxy themed things around the aquarium.
yeah.
They had a big ball. I didn't take a picture with the big ball.
Oh
but they
yeah,
had
I
a
saw
really
that.
big ball.
I saw that. Yeah, it was cool. I got to see a lot of animals. So I really enjoyed that, to be honest. Even though I hate to see them in captivity like that. Yeah, I'm gonna get preachy right now. Fuck y'all.
Wait, something like
I've been living in what, Cali for 13 years now, and I had never gone to the aquarium. It was the
This
first
is
time.
really nice.
See, Galaxy.
I mean-
dreams come true.
Yeah.
I honestly, I thought it was really small, and then I found out that there was another spot in the back, or like, yeah, kind of towards the back, but I didn't end up going. I ended up leaving kind of halfway into the town hall type of deal, and then I waited in line like about an hour to try to get out of the parking lot.
Damn. Well, just like Chewy, it was my first time at that aquarium too, and I lived here my whole life.
Damn, you guys are lame.
Make a wish. Yeah, give me a little level.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the wrong one.
Damn it.
There you go.
No, that aquarium is really nice. I've been there a couple of times before, and it's not SeaWorld, right? But it's something really nice just for us here. And they have a pool where you can actually pet stingrays and touch other like little sea urchins and little animals like that.
And the starfish.
So
right?
that's pretty cool.
Starfish.
Oh yeah,
What's
and
funny about a
jellyfish too. They
starfish?
have one you can pet
Cochino.
jellyfish.
No starfish.
Yeah. Field trips? Chewy didn't live here. You guys didn't go to the aquarium for field trips?
I went to SeaWorld for middle school. SeaWorld in Fiesta, Texas. I mean, I guess Magic Mountain. What you guys call here? Six Flags, Magic Mountain, whatever it's called now.
Yeah, Six Flags.
You Texans are weird. I don't care.
Well, I mean, it's Six Flags because it's from Texas.
Okay, got it.
Texas flags.
All right, Brian. Let's see your.
I took a couple notes. He touched on a couple things. Started off talking about the academy.
Okay.
Joe Tino had asked him about how he wants to incorporate or how he wants to deal with the academy. And one of the main things that Vanni said is he's trying to put a structure in place where eventually the academy plus the G2s will have a certain, what is it? Not theory.
Philosophy
of soccer of Vanni's brand and have him ready to be playing for the first team. That was one of the first things that he said. Another thing that he admitted to is that he knows that he dropped points against Seattle. Shocker. Which was, when he said that, I kind of wanted to say no shit out loud.
No
but
shit, sure.
yeah,
not.
but, respect Vanni's time and, he's actually...
You just bitched out.
Yeah,
You bitched out
I
on
did.
that.
I did.
You bitched out on petting the stingrays.
I did bitch out setting the stingrays and the sharks. I hadn't pet the sharks. One of the things that I didn't pet the shark. Fuck that.
Pet the shark, man.
One of his, he tried to break down his philosophies of how he picks players according to the skill set that provides these two certain things. Some that are space creators and some that are space users. Now, from what he was trying to say is
why do you get space wasters?
His main thing was having possession in that midfield. So those are your space users. And your space creators would be your wingers, which is Costa, your DB player.
Then no space invaders?
No space invaders. He also admitted that our defense needed work. No shit. Talked about Ricky and the effect that it has on his league. He actually mentioned that earlier in the week when the Ricky thing was announced. Talking about that this is the biggest MLS signing.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Not sure how I feel about that.
What do you mean? It is potentially the biggest MLS signing in history.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Potentially.
You might feel that way because we only have 30 minutes worth of sample size, and that's very limited. And Ricky, it's going to take him a while to acclimate to the club.
Yeah.
And I say that because I know that the three LAFC fans that are behind me, they were really, really excited to see him. When he was coming in, they got up with their cameras and they're like, "Oh, Ricky, let's go, Ricky," which I thought was fascinating because they're wearing LAFC gear and they're cheering for Ricky Puig, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every time he got the ball, they're like, "Come on, Ricky, show him what's up, score, do something, Ricky." So I was just like, that is weird. What kind of an alternate universe am I living in with LAFC fans are cheering for a newest signing? But that's the kind of impact I guess he has. It's going to be a while before we really see him show what he can do for the club, because he's not coming in like a seasoned veteran like Robbie Keane or Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, they know what they already come in and their brand, what they can do, and they have an immediate impact. I think the impact Ricky Puig is going to make, it's going to be systematic, and it's going to take place over not a matter of days or weeks, but years. So we're going to literally see him mature and be part of the club and hopefully influence the club. And you can also see that just by his presence alone, Victor Vasquez has stepped up the way he's been playing too, because that's his position. So Vasquez is playing better all of a sudden with more motivation. Maybe it's his son, being at the games. Maybe it's the fact that he knows that Ricky's coming for his spot, or maybe it's because he wants to be like, "Hey, check this out, young blood. Let me show you how it's done." So,
but I could argue that Joseph Martinez was that at one point then, because he came in over here young and right away won a title. It didn't take him long to win a title.
Had Miguel Almiron as well.
Yeah,
another player right there.
But
even right now with Insigne, that's a player that was coming in his prime from the Italian league.
But like with Almirion and Joseph Martinez, those were even more of an unknown. That was like super great scouting, right? This is different. There was no what's the word I'm looking for? Expectations set. Like you didn't know or have a bar for them. And this guy's blanking out on his name, Ricky. In Ricky's case, he's coming from this world-renowned academy and one of the biggest clubs in the world, and he was once going to be the next big thing. So this is different than a Joseph and an Amirion, because again, there was little to nothing known about him, and then you didn't know or know what to expect to get out of him. With this guy, is a lot more pressure, I think. So big difference.
The real strange thing about all this is that we have DP Kevin Cabral, who came in as a completely, totally unknown entity. Remember, we talked about that when he first came in. Like, we don't know nothing about this kid, but we're very optimistic. And so far, he's been a bust. Sorry. He's been a bust. He's absolute bust. He'll get a pretty assist here and there, and that's fine. You expect that. But as far as what we were hoping for, he's been a bust, especially with carrying that DP tag around his neck. It's weighing him down. So when you hear Vanni come out and say this is the biggest signing in MLS or something like that, that's quite a superlative that he's using. Think about that. We're so used to superlatives, and especially in social media where everybody uses, this is the GOAT, this is the best, this is, literally, people throw the word literally around a lot, and they're like, literally the best, this. Those are superlatives. Those are supposed to be like the top of the top, the cream of the cream, right? And so you're saying that this kid's like absolutely is an amazing signing, and then we're looking at the track record, and they're like, yeah, you got, DP Kevin Cabral, and this guy was terrible. So you're like, are we going to get a Kevin Cabral, or are we going to get like somebody like a Joseph Martinez, where they have a big impact on the club later on? Who knows? So far, Ricky Puig is doing everything possible, at least off the field, to generate excitement. He's very approachable. Everybody has nothing but good things to say about him. Eddie got to see him, and he said he had like the biggest smile in the world. So if he maintains that attitude, hopefully it translates into good play on the field, and we get to see the team improve overall. Yeah. Now, if you're talking about what happened right before our eyes on Friday night, that's a whole different story. Because we went from our highs to our lows to like at the end, and you're like, could have been worse.
Yeah. So. And one more thing that Vanni addressed, which is something that a fan asked. They asked Vanni about the analytics department. How
nice.
Bruce Arena before wasn't a big fan of the analytics. Vanni was asked if he's a big fan of it, and he says he is. The only thing I took problem with what he said is that they're barely building their analytics team. So there was nothing, I
don't think that's what you want to hear, right?
You don't. And you can clearly see that on the pitch, week in, week out, losing to teams we shouldn't be losing to. And yeah, so those are some of the main points that I took from Vanni. He did ramble on about some other stuff. They asked him who would he bring back from the 96 team to come help the LA GalaxSea now. And of course,
himself.
It had to be defenders, right? Frazier and Captain Dan.
Cadishman.
Yeah, dude, those guys would kill people.
And those are the type of defenders that I think this LA GalaxSea team needs. We don't have them. Yeah. The last one we had was Yeli Van Dam.
We just need any defenders.
You need a good, solid center back, man. Those two guys, if you ever saw them play back then, they were besties, man. They would just boss that area of the field. You'd be afraid to run into that area and try to like get around them, because they would knock you down. Yeah. If you weren't paying attention, they would hurt you.
Yeah, and he also touched about that. He talks about that how back in the day they would like run through dumpsters and kick shit around if they lost and stuff like that. So, that's the type of shit you want to see from your fiery center backs, bro. fire up the team, hold everybody accountable.
Yeah, but yeah, let's just get into this game. Eddie,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Let's do that. I'm ready to get sad and more mad. Here we go. So, LA Galaxy this past Friday. Was it any kind of promo night? I feel like it's been a promo night every week.
Before GalaxSea.
Before Galaxy night. Oh, glow stick night.
Ah,
Stick, man.
Oh yeah.
no fucking wonder.
Fucking
I have
glow
one more
stick
here.
night.
Hold on.
Yeah, so on glow stick night on a Friday at 7 fucking p.m. Galaxy played against Seattle at Dignity Hill Sports Park, and they came out as follows. Jonathan Bond in goal. They had Raheem Edwards out left, Julian Araujo out right, Koulibaly next to Nick DePew, because Derek Williams was out with, for personal reasons, and it's starting to surface, and it seems like his wife gave birth, and that's why he wasn't there. Which I'm okay with that. So,
Congratulations.
If that's true. Better be true. You had Ground Sir out at left mid. You had Cabral at right mid. You had Markey and Brugman sitting in the CDMs. Victor Vasquez at cam. And then Chichap on top. So, repeated lineup. Literally repeated lineup from the previous game. I'll tell you how I felt going in. I thought we were going to lose going in. One, because Seattle against us. And I feel like if ever they were going to wake up, it was going to be against us, right? They're a sleeping giant. And I was like, of course it's going to be against us. Mm-hmm. Two, if you look at this, I'm pretty sure, at least in Vanni's time as coach for the Galaxy, every time he repeats a lineup, we lose. I just feel like I'm right. I didn't even look that up. And
Well, this show is about all feelings, no facts.
and we didn't lose. So I'm going to celebrate too.
Let's go. We didn't lose.
All right. How are you guys feeling going into this game?
We didn't lose it.
For me, the defense was the biggest question mark, and which has been the trending topic for the past couple of weeks, especially when you don't have your anchor, quote unquote, in Derek Williams back there, the person who tries to hold everybody accountable. We already know what the Pew gives us. Koulibaly has taken a big step down from what he started. I wasn't too confident with that. Everything else, we can manage. The LA Galaxy didn't look that bad against Vancouver. Then again, Vancouver was, they're at the bottom of the table. So my only concern was the defense. And it proved to be true in the second half.
What about you guys?
I just keep questioning how long they're gonna keep putting Kevin Cabral out there and expecting things to get better. I mean, we're just talking about using the word literally too much, but this is literally the definition of insanity, where you keep trying the same thing, expecting different results.
Oops.
Oh, thank you. But that's what's going on with Kevin Cabral, man. It's gotten to the point where Taylor Twellman is making memes out of Kevin Cabral mishaps, and people are like latching on, and that's sad. I mean, he's a butt of jokes now. Imagine that Taylor Twellman is joking about you.
No, it's Taylor Twellman will always joke about the Galaxy.
Yeah, but this is just fuel for him.
But it's bad when Galaxy fans are behind Taylor Twellman. Yeah. I saw that post.
No. Chewy, how'd you see that lineup?
Besides Cabral, but I mean that's what we have, and I prefer getting what's his face? Shit, I forget his name right now. But I prefer
Costa? Efra?
Nah, fuck no.
Oh, Johnny Perez. Oh, wait.
Dude, well, we didn't even have Grand Sir. I mean, we didn't Grand Sir. We didn't even have
Efra?
Costa?
Like, fuck, dude, hold on.
Let's go.
I was trying to think of my lineup, and honestly, like if we have Cabral in there, like that's it. Like I don't want Costa starting. I don't even want to go stop playing. Yeah, he has certain times where he looks really bright, but he hasn't done shit. So I don't want him playing. Fuck those little bright moments if we can't get, scores. So at this point, like that's who we have. We have Cabral. That's it. Like there ain't nobody else that we can put that's gonna be slightly better. And the fact of starting Chicha and Jovelik has already proven that it does not work. We lost 3 games in a row with them starting. So fuck no. One of them has to be a sub, the other one's gonna be a starter. We can't have both of them in there. So yeah, I mean this was it. I didn't think we were gonna lose, but I thought it was gonna be difficult to win it. And I thought we were gonna lose right at the end of the game. I was like, fuck.
Fuck that.
it kind of sucks. We'll get into the game right now, and you guys have to lead the way because I work far. I had to come home. Though not even come home. I came to the studio to my parents and had to get ready here and then head out. And when I headed out, to my surprise, of course, being that it's LA, everyone's getting there fucking late too. So getting into the fucking stadium was a mission. Chewy, we got there almost at the same time, right? Pretty much.
Yeah. I was able to get a beer before you got there, and that was it.
Yeah.
Like then you got there.
Also, this is gonna be like an Edgar and Brian discussion because me and Chewy basically missed the first half.
Cool.
Yeah, I was able to see the second goal. I think it was. I was.
Yeah,
Well-
the traffic was crazy. And I mean, let's just get that out of the way because we're used so much to 7:30 kickoffs, right? And then a year it's a 7:08 kickoff. You're like, damn. So when I left my house, I live in Pomona, and GPS is like, it's gonna take you an hour to get there. I'm like, sweet. I literally walked in as they're singing the national anthem. That's 2 hours I was driving.
Damn.
Man, that's rough, man. That's rough. That's like driving from here to San Diego on a good day, you know. So yeah, there was some good energy right off the bat. LA Galaxy was trying to put they were trying to put Seattle on the heels. Seattle's just having a rough time right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was good to see LA Galaxy apply some of that pressure, and it yielded a goal right off the bat. I mean, Chicharito, he got a nice pass from Kevin Cabral. A lot of people making a big.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people making a really big deal about that pass, but you know what? Chicha got the ball in the 18, and he took a good. He took a good bounce, moved it forward, and he created like he does. You give him the ball anywhere in the 18, that guy's gonna find a way to score. You know, he's just that caliber of a player. So he scored the goal. Perry is doing his little dance. Everybody's excited because, like I kept saying, you want to see Chicharito score. I don't care if it's penalties. I don't care if it's on a set piece. I don't care if it's another play. You want to see him scoring. If you get that guy going, it makes it harder for the other team. And so right off the bat, Galaxy's up. You're like, hey, this doesn't fit the script of us being down 3-0 at the half. What's going on? So what did you think, Brian?
Well, I have a couple. I made a list.
Damn, Brian.
Yeah.
Not a long list, but I have a couple things that I did like and a couple things that I didn't like.
All right,
Let's start with the ones that I did not like. I don't know what it is about our defenders and our center backs, but getting beat in the air is still a big, yeah. There was a play that I think Koulibaly got beat into the first post where I think they called it an offside or something.
Yeah, Jordan Morris scored on
Yeah, and how is Koulibaly gonna let Jordan Morris get ahead on that? I do not understand
Morris
that.
Quick though. He's quick.
That's number one. Number two, playing out the back with Bond. Again, I don't know if I trust Bond with his feet. Same as I don't trust him in there. It seems to be, they seem to struggle coming out the back. I understand that Vanni wants to come out playing, but against a dangerous team like Seattle, who has so many dangerous offensive weapons, and they could easily steal the ball in the center of the pitch or trying to play out the back, I don't understand it. Another thing I didn't like, how the Galaxy were very slow on the counter. Don't know why. when we have wingers like Grant Sir and Cabral, just they never got the ball quick enough. And I think Eddie has mentioned this before, in particular about Cabral. If we were to have a player that could find these guys making those runs, it'd be a whole different ballgame. Which leads into the things that I did like. Cabral making those runs. It just sucked that nobody was able to find him. I was sitting up top in the mezzanine, and from up there,
they did find him.
Well, he got an assist. We can't even complain about that. That's another thing that I liked. Back-to-back games with an assist.
Fucking Julian had a ball right in his feet.
That was second half, though. That was second half. That's what I was talking about, Taylor Twellman.
In the center of the pitch, Brugman and Delgado in that first half were doing a lot of recovery work, which I love that shit. Seeing those two guys play off each other to me, is a plus. Adding Ricky might add to that dynamic, because now you put in a player with fresher legs and a younger spirit. You could play out easily how Vanni wants to play. So that's another thing that I did like. Of course, Chicha scoring. That makes his 4th goal in 3 games. And back-to-back goals from Vasquez. As much shit as I give Vasquez, and I don't want to see him on the pitch starting, I got to applaud him for that goal. It was one heck of a goal. Now, people want to say that Frey was out of his line, but nah, he banged that in. That was a nice goal.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about. The second goal, that one is much like the goal he scored in the last game. It came out of nowhere because, and you guys are talking about how like we haven't had somebody that takes shots from outside the 18 in a while, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is one of those things like where he gets the ball and he like glances up and usually somebody will whip the ball into the 18 or close to the 6 for somebody to just try to head it in, right? Or get some kind of deflection or something. But he actually shot the ball top shelf to the far post. And if you watch that thing in a slow motion replay, man, what a beauty of a goal. That's a golazo. A lot of people were, like you said, were saying, oh, Stephen Fry, was caught. Yeah, of course he was caught. He didn't expect, Victor Vasquez to take a shot to the far post, but what a hell of a goal. I mean, raise your hand if you can do the same thing that Vasquez did. That's really hard to do. And he put not only did he get the ball up over the bar, I think dipped at the last minute and it went top shelf. I mean, damn, what a hell of a goal.
I've seen beautiful. Eddie kind of do it.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful goal though. It was a beautiful goal. I can't even hate on that.
And that was.
I mean, there's nobody. I mean, I don't think there's no. Stephen Fray doesn't deserve any blame at all. No. I mean, maybe he could have tipped it over the bar if he had gotten there a little sooner, but I don't think he expected Vasquez to shoot the ball either. So just gotta chalk it up to those things. We're like, damn, that was just a beautiful goal.
It sucks because it would have been goal of the week, but I think his name is Sosa from Atlanta just scored a banger today, and I think that one's gonna be goal of the week.
So at that point, Yax is up 2-0, and we're feeling good. I mean, Seattle's still Seattle, and so they still look like a mess. How bad did Seattle look that as the halftime, started? I noticed a couple Seattle fans coming up the stairs where I was sitting. And I made eye contact with one of them, and I was like, "Hey, it's okay, man," because he looked really downtrodden. And so I just patted him on the back. I was like, "It's okay, man." He's like, "Man, we suck. We really suck." And I was like, "Hey, you never know, man. Make the playoffs."
Hold my
beer. And then I went up to get myself some watermelon juice. I mean, I want a sandía, whatever. And I'm waiting in line, and there's a Seattle fan in front of me, and we just started chatting, and he's like, "Man, I don't know what it is about our guys." He was like, "They haven't been the same since we lost João Plata, I think his name is. João Paulo, sorry." And so that's something that's really affected Seattle. And maybe all the pressure that they had trying to win the CONCACAF champions, but that happened a while back. So this is the time when they usually start to get warm. but they're usually already in a playoff spot. So you're like wondering, can they actually get into it? Now I took the bold prediction like several weeks ago. I told Eddie, I was like, I think this is the year Seattle's not going to make it. And at the half, it sure the hell looked like that. So I went back to my seat thinking, yeah, this is nice. We're up to nothing, but this is still Seattle.
Yep, I was on the same boat. I was
I
surprised
was
at that
like,
2-0 halftime score, to be honest.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like the Vancouver game. We're like, we're up 3-0. You think we can win?
It's funny
No.
because I think I parked when it was 2-0, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna go in there and they're gonna fucking
And ruin the game.
shit
Thanks,
the
Eddie.
bed."
So everybody thank Eddie for the tie.
You're welcome.
You piece
I,
of shit.
I was walking in at the second.
Oh,
at the
Chewy
second
too.
goal, I
So there you
think,
go.
yeah.
It's Chewy's
Ah.
fault
I was
too.
walking in at the second goal.
You can blame it on both of us.
But I felt that half was solid. It was a solid half for me.
We look good. We did look good on that half. Our defense did look a little shaky, but we look good on our offense.
Another thing I noticed was that Rui Diaz, and the reason I mention him is because one of my friends brought his uncle to the game, and he hadn't been to a game in a long time. So he was asking a lot of questions about Seattle and about the Galaxy, and he asked, who's their best player for Seattle? I was like, it's Rui Diaz, number 9. And as we were watching him, we noticed that Rui Diaz wasn't really getting a lot of touches. He wasn't really getting the ball, and so he was having a hard time just trying to be any kind of generate any kind of offense, be a factor in the game. And in the back of my mind, I kept thinking to myself, I wonder how long they can keep this up, because this guy doesn't need much to generate offense. You give him like a little bit of space and he'll burn you. And that's the thing, that when you're a defender, man, you have to be on the entire time. You can't ever like take a break, because if you do, and somebody burns you, it makes you look bad, and that's probably the only highlight people will see in the whole game, and it makes you look bad overall, even though you might have had a good game. But that's just the nature of the game, man. And going into the second half, I didn't expect Seattle to come roaring back like they did. I
Me
was
neither.
hoping they wouldn't, but man, when they did,
It took 16 minutes to complete the
yeah.
comeback.
And those 3 goals, I was
16 minutes. Hold on, 16 minutes for the tie. It's important that we stop at the tie.
yeah.
Right? Because there's some controversy there. That we
Yes,
must-
sir. Yes, sir.
Well, okay. Here's another thing. There's another story going on. I was telling the guys before we came on that there was 3 kids sitting, like behind me, next to me, whatever. That were 2 of them are wearing Galaxy jerseys. One was an LAFC jersey, and the whole gist of the story is that they were all LAFC fans, and they were there cheering for the LA Galaxy. They were cheering the goals, and I asked them, what they were doing there, and in doing so, one of them mentioned that they were here to see, one of their former players, Raheem Edwards, and I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" And this guy wearing a Galaxy jersey, so I was like, "You're not a Galaxy fan. You're an LAFC fan." And he's like, "Yeah, yeah." And he had a little tote bag with his LAFC shirt. So I kept telling him the whole time, like, "Put your damn shirt on, man. Take your Galaxy jersey off. Put the damn LAFC shirt on. Don't be scared." But the whole thing that I thought was fascinating was they kept cheering for the Galaxy. Once Seattle tied the game, then that kid put his Seattle shirt on, and his LAFC shirt on, and I was like, "You little punk." But
Call him a pussy. Fuck that kid. Nah.
that's what his friends were calling him. But anyway, let me talk about that first goal, because I'm sorry, Chewy. This is about Julian. but I went back and I looked
First
at
goal
that
for who?
for Seattle. I
Seattle.
went back and I looked at that goal in slow
Oh,
motion.
yeah, that's
and
Julian.
That was Julian. I'll tell you what right now. So the ball goes into to Rui Diaz on the right side. He skips past Brugman, who tries to get to him immediately. So he gets away from Brugman, and then what really bothers me is this: nobody paid attention to Kellen Rowe and to Lodeiro, who were like coming in down the field with nobody marking them at all. That pass, it went to Kellen Rowe, but it could have gone to Rui Diaz. I mean it could have gone to Laredo, and Kellen Rowe was completely unmarked. This is somebody that Julian should have stepped up and picked up immediately. Instead, Julian was shadowing Sega Coulibaly for some reason. Sega was busy with
Yeah.
Jordan Morris, and I'm thinking to myself, what are you doing, Julian? Why are you following Sega? Sega's already got his guy, and here comes Kellen Rowe, completely unmarked. He has all the time in the world to aim, shoot. He could draw a whole diagram, how he's going to do it. And he fires, fantastic shot. Bond had no chance at all. Like I said, the pass could have also gone to Laredo, who was coming in
I don't
at the
I don't think
trailer.
I don't think Lodeto was possible just because of the angle that Marky was and the angle whoever
Yeah.
defender was.
And I think either the center backs could have popped out.
Yeah.
At Lodero.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the only choice would have been Rowe at that point.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I did see it. Araujo, what the fuck is he doing? Nobody's in the back. Nobody's looking at the basically the guy on the left. Like,
And the sad thing is that as soon as Rui Diaz gets the ball, if you can go back and look at it, as soon as Rui Diaz gets the ball, he looks up and he sees Kellen Rose wide open, and you can even see Lodeiro pointing at Kellen Rowe. So they immediately know who they're going to go to. And all it took was for him to run up a little bit, make sure Kellen Rowe was in the right spot, just whip it into him for the goal. So that's frustrating because once again, we talk about having one of the best, if not the best, right back in MLS.
We had.
And as much as we've loved what he's done in the past, it's just we're getting diminishing returns. And this is, I don't know what was going through his mind. Was he ball watching? What did he forget his assignment? But it cost us a goal, and
If you look at it too,
doubt begins to creep in at that point.
if you look at it too, it's kind of, I want to use the word alarming here, but like you would think his soccer IQ is just way better than this. Like, I don't know if Brian can see from here. He's watching the whole play. He sees where his teammates are. He sees that there's nothing for him to do there. Like, why isn't he not worried about his shoulder? Like, over his shoulder. It's strange. Like, this play is even though he got taken in the last game, this actually might be even worse. The fact that he literally was in no man's land. Like, there was nothing for him to do in that part of the field. It's
Like, why was he shadowing Sega? That made me laugh.
Yeah,
I don't get it either. It's been a trending thing with the whole defense, though. Everybody just always gets caught ball watching
But we're
whenever
talking
we
about-
get scored on like
we're
that.
talking about this play right here, though. Everybody was in the right place. I don't know. Again, I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
you
can see it from here.
You
Yeah,
see where Brugman is for Lodeiro, Sega, and Depew are in the right place. Julian's the only one.
Yeah, you guys are right. He was just, I don't know, dude. Too much bleach in his hair.
That's what it is. I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see. But yeah, it's.
So that's that first goal, right?
Yeah.
Now let me continue because it's the same. It's a similar theme with the second goal, the second Seattle goal. Now the second Seattle goal came during.
oh
the
wait, hold
strike-
on. I mean, if we're gonna bash on Julian, 59th minute, he does make a critical stop when the fucking thing Rusnak or who the fuck shoots.
By the way, with
and
the
hits
screen real quick.
poste.
This is what I was talking about right here.
You can
guys.
see Kellen Rowe. And you see the trailer also coming down the middle.
Yep. You can see it big time.
But that one, Mark should have had that one. Like Mark Delgado it should be on that.
That's what I'm saying. But Julian's literally the only one.
Oh no, yeah, Julian's way off. He's in the wrong spot for sure.
And it hurts, bro. I like Julian.
Yeah, me too.
I think everybody here likes Julian.
Oof.
I mean, if he's doing well, we're doing well, right?
Yeah.
Anyways,
And-
you're saying, Chewy?
Yeah, but then 59th minute, he does make a crucial stop that we needed, and he's off his line as I mean, he's in the wrong spot too, but he's in the right spot at that time. Why is he in the middle and we have I think it's Rui Diaz is wide open.
Oh, you're talking about the shot that he stopped at the line?
Yeah, and
That
you
was
know, like he shouldn't be there, but he was there to stop it because that's Siani, I believe, should have been in that position. But
This is where what I was talking about.
Cristiani.
This is what I was talking about. Where like there was that period and during those like it was like 2 minutes or so where it was just chaos in the box. Seattle came in and they just started taking shots. One of them hit the post. One of them went off the crossbar. And I told my buddy to my left, I was like, "Oh my God, Seattle smells blood in the water,
Yeah.
and these guys,
That's the team
they know
you
something's
don't.
up."
Yeah.
And then comes, people were saying, "Oh, it's controversial." There was a scramble in the box in the 18, um, and Sega stops a shot, and then on the rebound, the ball goes to one of the Seattle players, who fires it to one of his teammates that's on the wing. And it almost looks like Delgado kind of deflected it as it was heading towards him. But the question was whether his teammate was offside. Because immediately all the Galaxy players raise their arms like he's offside, he's offside.
Oh, totally.
I,
Yeah.
I I know that the
Mhm.
LAFC fans behind me were screaming, "He's offside!" That is, And I was like, "Damn man, you guys really care." But anyway, so the ball goes to him, which is Lodeiro, and then Lodeiro whips it across the middle to a wide open Rui Diaz. Now, Rui Diaz, it wasn't like he was just magically wide open as the ball was coming in. If you go back, he was just there for a while. He was there for like about 5 or 6 seconds with nobody marking him. And within the eyesight of one Raheem Edwards, who was just standing in the six doing nothing. I don't know if he was guarding the far post or he was just kind of ball watching, but that one wasn't Raheem Edwards. He could have stepped up, and he did it, and it cost us a second goal. So right away, your two wingers, man, this is unforgivable. This is the kind of stuff that I think makes Captain Dan like stay up at night and grind his teeth and punch walls or something. I don't know,
he,
but man, this is frustrating. As a fan, I
he
can't
sleep
imagine what it.
punches.
Yeah, right. I can't imagine like the conversations he's having with these guys.
Well,
But
I would like to be a fly on the wall
like
with that one, dude.
you know the players that you cannot leave alone in the six. You
Yeah.
know the players you cannot leave alone in the
oh my
Can't
god,
give him an
box,
inch,
like,
bro.
you have to know, right? Like Seattle has what, like 4 players you can't leave by themselves.
nope.
So why the fuck do you leave them by themselves in the box?
The most
Like, come
lethal
on,
one
man.
inside, close to the six. Shortest, probably one of the shortest people on the field.
Most
And
lethal.
he got a high ball and he fucking the cabecita, like come on, bro.
Yeah, it's it's just goes to show what type of team Seattle is. This is a championship team. They are not phased by a 2-0 at the half.
It's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
It's probably more column B because the shitty defense that the LA Galaxy has had is abysmal, bro. Can't even.
I mean, we're talking about Raheem Edwards in this case.
Yeah.
If you're like Sega or Depew, you're probably like your head is spinning like a bobblehead. Like you're like because you begin to lose faith, and the guys are supposed to like watch your back,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you're doing double duty because Depew could have also stepped up, but he was busy with Jordan Morris in the middle. And Sega was trying to make sure the ball didn't get to Morris. And then there was Raheem Edwards just standing there like a potted plant, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's frustrating.
You mean players were doing what they wanted, like one that were doing what they said?
And so then you're tied, right? And the LAFC fans behind me were very upset.
But anyways, so like I said, this is very important why we had to stop at the tie, because then this is where the controversy kicks in, right?
Ooh.
Dude, come on. Like, we're not pros. Obviously, Vanni's sitting there for a reason, and we're sitting here for a reason, right? But the subs, the goal landed in the 62nd minute. Depew. Vasquez comes out for Ricky Puig. Understandable. Cabral, I guess coming out makes sense.
Nope, that did not make sense.
Whoa. I said, I guess until you see that it's Douglas Costa that's coming in for Cabral, right? Mm. And then 60 second was these subs still tied in the 70th. This is where shit gets crazy.
Yeah.
I can't explain this. I mean, maybe you guys can explain this. Jovic comes in.
Explain what? The goal?
No, no.
Or...
The next set of subs. We're still tied.
Yeah, we're still
70th minute. 71st minute. You have first you take out Chicha in a tie game to bring in Jovic.
Yeah.
I get it, you bring in Jovic, but you don't take out someone like Chicha when you're tied, especially when he's been feeling himself, right?
Yeah.
And then this one, oh my god, dude, Zabaleta for Grand Sir.
What the fuck was that?
Zabaleta for Grand Sir.
Trying to play with 3 in the back.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah,
and you know what?
You're leaving 2 wingers who've been struggling. In that case, you take out. You should have took out Edwards or
Julian.
Or Julian. You took out Cabral and Grand Sir.
Like the Cabral one, I understand, but I think if it would have been Cabral, Jovic for Cabral.
Yes.
Fuck Douglas Costa, fucking Jovic for Cabral. I think it would have worked a lot better, dude.
And I keep bringing these guys up, but I remember like when Ricky Puig is coming up, like I said, the LSE fans got really excited. You know, they were like having a little camera. They were actually filming it, which I thought was interesting. They're like, "Come on, Ricky," and they were cheering for him. And then one of them noticed that Douglas Costa was coming in, and he's like, "Why are they bringing Costa in? That guy's trash." And they're like, one of them was like, one of them was like, "Man, I was really pumped to see Ricky come in, but bringing Costa in, that's counterintuitive." Or he said something like that, and I was just like, "You're absolutely right."
I was like, you guys know words like that down there?
I was excited. They're college students apparently, so I was excited to see. I was excited to see Ricky come in, right? You know, debut of one of our future stars, hopefully. And then you see Costa coming in, you're like, oh. Right? You're like, oh no, yeah. Right? I mean, this is like Chewy said, this is a situation. If you're gonna take out Cabral, bring in Jovic, man. Put him up there with Chicha
and Ricky.
They're both hot right now. Both of them are scoring goals. And then we were just talking about how like having somebody like Ricky Puig out there and like unlock the offense and get service to these guys. Let's see if it works. Instead, you bring in Costa. Oh, God,
that was disappointing.
And then. That you're right, absolutely right, man. Taking out Grand Sir for Zabaleta, and you know what, Zabaleta, we're gonna talk about that third goal. You want to talk about that third goal?
Hold on.
I was just telling you guys, man.
Before that though,
hold on to your caballos.
You guys already know. Said this plenty of times. I didn't catch this at the stadium because I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I had already been having a few drinks. But when I saw the reaction by Chicha and not just the reaction by Chicha, but I think the most important thing to read into is a reaction by Vanni, because you don't, as a coach, your word is final, right? I made that sub. It's tactical. It's for the best of the game. This is what's gonna win us the game, whatever. Right? You're the coach, but he subs him out. He tries to get his attention, and he does it. And like a minute later, he walks down to the bench and like he's trying to explain to him why he did that sub.
Yeah, that
speaks volumes. There, I feel like Vanni just didn't know what to do. I really feel, and then once he did it, he's like, "Fuck, what did I do?"
Do you guys think that when Vanni made that sub, did Chicha look tired to you guys?
No.
Prior to him coming out,
I think to me he looked frustrated because of what was going on the field, and he might have also been frustrated because, and we forgot to mention this, and Chewy kind of did a little bit. When GalaxSea was up 2-1, they're still up 2-1. GalaxSea goes on the attack, and Julian whips in across to to Kevin Cabral, who happens to be in the six, gets between two defenders, goes to the near post. Fry is completely, shocked, and instead of blasting that shot in, it just goes by him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And oh
Delito.
my God, if you want to summarize what the Kevin Cabral experience has been with the LA Galaxy, that video right there, you could put that in a time capsule and like unlock it 50 years from now, and you'll still open it up and do like the Picard, hand face, whatever, palm, because it's so frustrating, and it was so egregious that even Taylor Twellman tweeted about it, and he just put Kevin.Cabral. And Galaxy fans, we don't really generally don't like Taylor Twellman, but this is one of those cases where you're like, yep.
Yeah, it's true.
Wait, that's the wrong one. Nope. There it goes. This is why Chewy does this instead of me.
I mean, it's becoming a meme because he even retweeted a picture of like Tupac Shakur looking old, and it says Tupac if Kevin Cabral was the shooter.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Stupid.
He'd make a perfect stormtrooper, I guess, right?
Oh my God. Yeah, he would.
Dude,
I mean, maybe
how can we forget something so huge though? Before the game even started. The plane.
Oh yeah. Well, let's talk about that at the end.
Yeah, let's go back around to that.
Yeah, but oh my
We'll
God.
fly back to that.
Okay.
There it goes. I got it. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Rookie.
Well, let's mention this third goal, because this third goal, man, and we can all just go off on this third goal. But so Seattle, right? They tie the game, and Vanni makes the subs, and you're like scratching your head, like what the hell? And then Seattle comes down, and in the 73rd minute, there's a pass outside the 18. Lodeiro whips it into the box, and a player Seattle has, I think it's Colombiano, named Yemar Gomez. He bodies Zabaleta, and if you've never heard of Vince Carter, NBA legend Vince Carter, and he would dunk on people. And one time he dunked over a guy. He like literally dunked over a man. This reminded me of that because like if in football you could get dunked on, this is the closest you're gonna get to it, because Yemar Gomez like bodies Zabaleta and just like completely overwhelms him. Yep. Heads the ball to the into the net, but Bondi's there to block it. And unfortunately, the ball goes right to where Jordan Morris is, and he reacts before Sega and Raheem Edwards
The ball did not go to Jordan Morris. The ball stayed in its place, and Jordan Morris reacted faster than everything.
Well, yeah, I mean, the ball like bounced in his direction is what I'm saying. It didn't bounce away from him. It bounced into his general direction, and he just immediately pounced on it.
And we have two ball watchers.
Do kids?
I mean, but
do
Jordan Morris is quick though.
Do kids still say posterized?
I don't know. But he got posterized.
But damn, Zabaleta got posterized. I bet you some kid in Seattle has it on his like bedroom wall. If Jay Margo was going up, flying over Zabaleta.
Edgar just said Zabaleta's gonna be on a top deck card, bro. Just
and Zabaleta, with his like pupusa in his mouth, just looking around.
Damn. You know what? George from Straight from the Stands. Right, George from Straight from the Stands pointed something out, bro. Nobody eats pupusas dry, and he did in the video. So that's why there was no hops, no power there.
He needs the salsa and curtido, bro.
I kept speaking Spanish at the event, and Ricky spoke Spanish back to me like normal, and he kept speaking English. So I'm like, bro, really? Like,
no
hablas español, no? And he's like, yeah, but
but no sabo.
But no sabo.
Like, no, what the fuck?
Ah, my goodness. So at this point, the LAFC fans behind me, they're like, they stand up, and one of them actually tells me, hey, you can always come to our side, and in case you forgot what it's like to win. And I was like, shit. Oh my God, man.
Told you, call him a pussy. Fuck them kids.
But yeah.
Well, the
And
good
I
thing
told him,
is that I was crying before the time ended. Nah, it was.
I'm
I,
good.
I didn't even have hope for the tie, to be honest.
We didn't deserve
I
it.
did, I did, I did, because I
Did
told
we
those guys,
deserve
I
it
was
though?
like, you know what,
Well,
Jovic is still, still needs to do something. He always does something, and it's sad that we're relying on him so much. But hey, he's a forward, right? He's got to score, and it's fascinating. He has scored all his goals at home.
hmm
Somebody pointed that to me the other day. I was like, "It's his 10th goal," but the some controversy, Eddie,
Controversy.
controversy on that PK.
on that goal because Taylor Twellman, like, once again we bring him up.
Yeah.
Apparently, he like completely like lost his mind that Galaxy got a penalty. But hey, what happened, Eddie? Because I was at the stadium and I was in the end of the field, so I didn't really get to see it.
I even look back. I mean, it's a PK, of course, but I think in the day and age when we didn't have VAR, that's probably not a PK. And I mean, whatever. I feel we just.
I'm surprised.
I don't feel I don't feel we deserved it at that point. Of course, I never want to lose. I always want to win, but it just it bothered me that it had to. That's the way it went, right? Like here we are after having a 2-0 lead against a quote unquote bad team or a team in bad form. We're trying to salvage a point at home,
Yeah.
and I don't know. We had to get bailed out by VAR. You're asking the wrong guy, Edgar.
Yeah. Well,
that shit
VAR,
made me
I'm
mad.
surprised that this call went our way.
So I'm looking at the replay, and when it happens, only Sega kind of mentions it to the ref, but doesn't push it. Nobody really pushes it. It's just something that like VAR looks at.
hmm
We Galaxy didn't push it to the ref. Nobody's running to the
Nah.
ref like,
It's-
"Hey,
it's
handball."
quick.
Everybody's like, "Fuck," and then
That's what I'm saying. In the day and age when we didn't have VAR,
Mhm.
that's not a PK. It is a PK, but
but it doesn't
law
get
of the game.
called as a
But
PK.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it was a bang bang play. When you look back, the question was whether it was ball to arm or something like that because he was. I mean, he was indifferent. I don't mean. I'm pretty sure that guy didn't want to hit the ball with his arm, but he did. His arm was stretched out. Is jumping, and they give it to us, and you're like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Rather get the goal than go home with a loss. And um, the man, the myth, the living legend stepped up and he buried the shot, and it was a lot of people have been saying, "Hey, did you see Chicha's reaction on the bench?" I don't make a big deal out of it. I just see him like raise his arms and celebrate with his teammates. Some people were saying, "Oh, he looked upset." I'm like, I don't see it. I don't think there's any reason why Chicharito would be upset. His teammates scored a goal that just saved him, 2 points, whatever.
Yeah.
So, and at that point, um, the game was it was still a lot more football to play because I think we got like what 6 minutes
6 minutes.
at a time. It's an eternity. So, Galaxy at that point they were still pressing for the fourth goal. Seattle was happy to get away with the 1 point, but didn't happen. Tan tan, terminó 3-3, and meh.
Yeah. And to be honest, the only thing I liked about the second half was Ricky Pooge coming in. That's it. I hated the fact that Cabral came out, especially when you're going to put in Ricky Pooge, who's supposed to be unlocking the offense. Raheem trying too much. Again, balls in the air are. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. Gave too much space to the opposition. Brugman and Delgado were lost in that second half to me. And yeah, it was just. That's an embarrassing second half. We came out with a point though. Woohoo!
well, that was my Galaxy game experience. I only got to see the second half.
Woohoo! 1 point. We did it, baby.
And we lost that second half at 3-1.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I was there.
You were there.
something else I wanted to point out that there was a commotion in the V block, and I mean, usually when there's a commotion, it's usually like a scuffle or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really hoping, like, man, I hope it isn't some drunk fools, throwing hands over there, because we just saw that happen up the road, right? Like a bunch of idiots after the game. But
Mm-hmm.
it was something a lot more serious. Apparently, I told you, remember we talked about it, Brian.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
a young woman who was standing, in the B block, and she lost balance and fell forward and landed on her head,
Oh
and
shit.
she was bleeding from her ear, which is, you don't know what that is. Could be a cranial fracture, or just she busted her ear. But she was down there for a while, and eventually paramedics had to come put her on a gurney. And the sad thing is, she was being stretchered out up the stands right when the Joe Village scored the penalties. Everybody was screaming as they were dragging this poor woman,
Damn.
probably
Oh
with a
man.
concussion,
That
up the
headache.
stairs.
Damn.
So
I hope she
hopefully,
recovered, dude.
hopefully she's okay.
Yeah.
Because God, I don't know how many people have lost skin or like suffered bruises or flipped over on the B block, because that looks pretty gnarly
Yeah.
if you were to fall.
V block is dangerous. Nah, it's fun.
It's not so safe standing.
The
Enter at your
irony.
own risk.
It's fucked up though. Now, hopefully she is okay, man. I had no idea that happened.
Yeah.
They don't publicize things like that. I mean, why would they? But
Award time.
award time, is it?
Play the award music. Let's go.
Awards.
All right, which one do you guys want to start with?
Let's go. Let's start with the bad one, right?
The Game is Off award.
Okay, we're gonna do double this time. We're gonna do the BJ and the Geo.
Oh, the BJ.
Yeah,
The Gio.
BJ, the bad job goes to Vanni.
Yep,
Have to.
of course.
That's what we have to do double. You have to acknowledge what Vanni did.
Yep,
So definitely
that's a nice BJ.
Yeah.
enjoy your BJ, Vanni.
Yeah, Eddie can give the BJ to Vanny. Yeah.
Damn.
No, Edgar?
You know what?
Yeah, no,
hold
I
on.
agree. I agree.
That's a fairly new award. We should keep at least the next couple times we give it, like give the context.
Okay.
So once a G, always a G. But turns out we found out how you could lose your G card by going in what was it? Oohing or whatever the fuck. Yeah,
Dang,
and-
dang, wada, bing, bang.
And shoulder to shouldering, whatever they do over there.
Punch in the face.
Yeah. Yeah. So one ex Galaxy player, Brian Jordan, posted himself with the 3252 jumping around shoulder to shoulder with him. So that's why we have that extra award, the BJ award,
The bad job award.
So yeah, Vanny, you get the BJ from me today.
Should we only give an award on a tie and a loss, or should we?
No,
also give
when it's needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm okay
You always
with
get a BJ when needed, bro.
Yeah, we all need a BJ here and there, you know.
that. All right.
Now the Game is Off award.
So wait, everyone's giving Vanny a BJ.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Group BJ.
Why you being bashful, Edgar? Acting like you never give a BJ on this show
No,
before.
come on. Those are
Go ahead.
BJs.
Somebody must be watching because he won't even say it. All right, it's okay, Edgar. Nobody
Game
has
is
to,
Off award.
nobody has to know your dirty secrets.
Game is off. Go for it, Eddie.
Ah, shit. Game is off.
Because you
so
saw
much
the
to
important
go
half.
around.
Now I'll throw it out real quick. Kevin Cabral, just that right there, his fuck up.
yeah.
He got a
That's
he
harsh.
got an assist, cool, but bro, you fucked up. You couldn't even kick a ball when it's right in front of a goalkeeper, right in front of a net. Like, come on, bro. Nah, that right there fucked it up.
All right,
We could have been up 3-0.
This one's a little hard because it's because it's both of them. It's the wing backs, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure we're all gonna pick one of them.
Double BJ.
I can only give one a night.
Is there such a thing? Damn.
I'll go with Julian because I like Julian and I expect a lot from Julian. Right, this is the game is awful. We're just getting to know Raheem this year, so this could have been normal Raheem for all I know. So that's why I'm gonna go with Julian. It's like it's disappointing. I want more for him. I want better from him. And again, I showed that screenshot and it was like just like even his soccer IQ right now. It's kind of like, come on, bro, you're smarter than this.
It's disappointing to watch.
It's disappointing.
I'm gonna give it to my fellow Salvatrucho, who got posterized.
Oh my god!
You think you're gonna sell the top decks with the little piece of the jersey?
Hey, this man got dunked on, bro. That's your game is really off if you're getting dunked on like that.
Fresh legs too.
Fresh legs and posterized. Oops. Chico goes to Eric Zabaleta. Who you guys got?
Who's next? Me?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Raheem Edwards, and I know you just said Eddie was that we still don't know what his game is like, but we've seen a lot of him. We saw the good early on in the season. We've seen a lot of bad because a lot of people, and not just us, a lot of people I've heard in the stands talk about how when Julian goes up, he also goes up and leaves the defense, like the center backs all alone. And then that puts a lot of pressure on those guys and the CDMs to try to cover counters. But man, I don't know if it's lazy defending. I don't know if he's distracted, ball watching, but the fact that he was just standing there and let that guy just take a shot, God, dude, that's frustrating. That's why I said that I went on that whole explanation about Captain Dan, punching walls at night or, punching in the sleep, waking up in the night screaming, ah. But I really still believe he's one of those guys that Derek Williams called out because Raheem Edwards already got called up to the Canadian national team, although he didn't come in. He was there as a sub. He was there on the bench, and that guy really, really wants to end up with the national team, especially as they head to the World Cup. Unfortunately, instead of doing the things that he did early on in the season that were effective, it seems to me that he's trying too hard, and also he's making mental errors. You were talking about Julian's footballing IQ, right? IQ doesn't diminish. IQ is a quotient. It says how high, how intelligent can you be, how much intelligence you can accumulate. That doesn't go down, but you could get lazy though, and I felt like Julian was
that
lazy.
hurts more, honestly.
And I feel that Raheem was also lazy, and like I said earlier at the beginning, when you're a defender, you're supposed to be there playing nonstop from whistle to whistle, and you can't take any breaks because you take a break, even if it's a small mental break, you're gonna get burned, and that's gonna cost your team a goal and maybe even the game. So,
yeah, Chuyazo.
So Raheem Edwards,
bro.
Chu already gave his. Chu make a bro.
That was the first one.
Whatever. Next, we go to the honorable mention, the You've Got Heart Man.
I'm just gonna go first because this one's hard for me since I wasn't there for the first half, the better half. I'm just gonna go with Vasquez because he did it again, right? Old man. Even when I saw him in the second half, he didn't look as gassed as he did before.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, short answer for me because again, I missed the better half, so it's hard for me to give you guys a good answer.
Well,
so I'll jump on it just because I'm in the same boat as Eddie.
Oh yeah,
that's why I'll jump.
LA traffic victims over here.
So from what I saw, I'll give it a Chicha. I'll give it a Chicha this time. He played good. he shouldn't have been subbed out at the time he got subbed out, but his play was good. He's been good, man. I mean, there's not much I can say, but he's getting back to a point where if he scores 1 goal a game, dude, that's what we need. I'm good with that.
The You've Got Heart Man award goes to
Yeah.
your DP Frenchman, Kevin Cabral.
Damn.
Regardless
Take
of
that, Chewy.
what everybody
What?
is thinking
Oh
about
my
this man,
God.
yeah. Aside from him being the highest rated player in his position for the people that actually came in for him, this man gave an assist back-to-back games. This man tracks back defensively, and for my liking, he should have not came out, especially when you bringing in Ricky Puig, who's supposed to be that unlocking piece. Cabral could have made a bigger difference if he was still in there. I don't know why Costa came in. I don't know why Zabaleta came in. Should have just kept in Cabral. And these last 2 games, he's played better than what we're used to. And he's producing, which is something we haven't been able to say all season. Back-to-back with stats under his name.
But then he does that.
And then he fucked up.
Yeah. Edgar.
Right. I like you. I have your highest team, but I think you're completely wrong. And
Take that,
because he did have that assist, but that was Chicha who made that work because that ball could have easily any other forward that doesn't have Chicha's experience, they could have just kicked it away from him. Chicha made that happen. He took a pass that it was passing to the 18, but that was all Chicha. So I got to give it to Chicha. But you were talking about like he had 2 assists. I mean, the guy messed up 2 easy shots in the last 2 games. He missed that one from Julian, and there was another one where from the previous game where he could have gone up for the header, and oh god, that was terrible. You guys remember? You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as you got Hartman, I'm gonna give it to Vasquez, because he's playing a lot better than we've seen him in, probably possibly since he joined the team. And it could be because he wants to make a good impression on Ricky Puig, who they have the connection with La Masia, and even Puig said that he sees him as like a mentor, like a father figure. And talking about father, Vasquez had his kid in the stands, and he said that his child, his son, is like his lucky amulet, whatever you want to call it. And he scored a goal and celebrated with his son, and that was an amazing goal. It was a beautiful shot. That doesn't go in, we're probably losing this game. So, Heartman to Vasquez.
Now, for the prestige, next standing player of the match.
Still a hard word for me to give. Again, didn't get to see all the game. Didn't see the better half. So I'm just gonna cop out and say Chicha. I don't completely agree with Edgar, but I kind of agree with Edgar. I agree in the sense that someone like Chicha will finish that, but I disagree in where I say that like that's not a good pass from Cabral because he still found them. Right, it deflects, but I still think it's headed in his trajectory. So yeah, Chicha's in form. He's doing what he's supposed to do finally, or again. So, again, I can only judge by what I saw, and I saw him working, and I saw, even goes a long way for me to see him upset. He's coming from a country, a national team that despites like this league, right? And for it to mean something to him, to be taken out in a game that's still winnable, I like it. So, yeah, Chicha.
Ooh.
Get off Cabral's back, Edgar.
I'll go second because again I'm the same boat as Eddie.
And
now I'll bring
you know what? That's a pretty strong ass boat if you and me are on it and it's still floating.
I'll go Victor Vasquez. He was solid. What can I say? That goal was freaking amazing. Goal of the week for the Galaxy for sure. Not for the MLS, but for the Galaxy. He had a ton of touches. He had a ton of passes throughout the time he was in. What can I say, man? He played a good game. He was in the right spot. I don't know if that yellow he got for fucking grabbing the player, if that was smart or not. I don't remember if there was defenders still there, but that might have been pretty stupid. But you know what? Overall, he played really good. And then when you see him right next to Chicha, he's just like, all right, I'm good. I'm out. I'm done. My legs are done. You see him just relaxing with ice on his knees because that was it. That was it for him for the match. So, hey, I'm good. He played his heart out, either probably for his kid more than for Ricky. But yeah, I'm good. Victor.
Right?
Damn. I'm going to give it to somebody who I've been hating on since he started with this team. And this player is Victor Vasquez. As much shit as I give him about him, that he should not start, and that I don't know why he's still on the pitch, these last 2 games has been a whole different player. To give us a second goal like he did on Friday, kudos. And my hats are tipped off to this old man who still shows that he's still...
Cool. You realize he's our age, right?
He's younger. Isn't he younger than
me?
No, he's younger than us.
He looks older than all of us, even me.
Yeah. Look, the grandpa did it, scored a banger.
You're pushing it, Edgar. You're pushing it.
You got it.
Get it out, man.
I got to give him his props. So for this match, he gets an exciting for me.
He's from 87. What the fuck?
Who? Victor Vasquez?
Yeah.
So he's younger than me?
Born January 87.
He's got you by a month, right?
Me, man.
He has kids. I don't. That's why he looks old. Scored a banger. Go ahead, Edgar.
Oh, man. I'm going to give it to Chicha. I love seeing Chicharito score. I love seeing how excited he gets. And because he is the mouthpiece of this team. He talks so much, right? He talks a lot. And he's always at the center. He's like the focus of anything that happens with this team. He has to be the one that responds. There's a lot of other guys in the team that will step up and speak on behalf of the club, but this guy is our captain. And the fact that he's scoring goals again is very exciting. We want to see him scoring goals, especially now in this last third of the season, especially in this last run of 9 more matches to go. A hot Chicha and a hot Joveljic, that's a good thing. That makes the job easier for the guys that are behind him, trying to get them to score. And the fact that he was so upset to leave this game shows you how important it was for him to be there. You know, he came into this game expecting to play all 90 minutes. Whether or not Joveljic came into the game and they got paired up front, Chicha wanted to be there all 90 minutes because this is Seattle. This is one of the teams that's been hurting us for years now. And you know he wanted to be in there and be a factor in getting us 3 points or doing something to influence the outcome of this match. And see him on the bench frustrated, I understand his frustration. Some people will say, "Oh, he was upset because Joveljic scored." No, he wasn't. He
celebrated.
He wants to win. He celebrated. If he's frustrated at Vanni, it's because of all the subs that happened, and because he wanted to stay out there. You want that from your guys, especially if they're having a good impact on the situation. So, and that's my captain right there, Chicharito. Hopefully, he can keep it up as the season winds down and we sneak into the playoffs.
Hey, question. So Vanni still hasn't beaten what's his face from Seattle?
He just beat him in the MLS Cup that one time, I think.
That's it.
Who's
That was it, huh?
Schmetzer. Yeah.
Brian Shamizaru.
Schmelzer.
Schmetzer.
Shamizaru.
Schmizaru. Smamija Bob.
Anyway, we got a couple questions.
Oh,
If
couple.
you guys, yeah, actually, 2 questions to be
let's
exact.
go, literally.
One from Twitter from Addicts the Great. Who should our starting 11 be if we make playoffs?
Who should your starting 11 be? Let me do this, and then you guys say yes or no. I think it's kind of just default. I think it's
Jonathan at the back.
yeah. That's all we got. Not all we got, but I think that one has to be. Then you have maybe I don't know. Again, I might be wrong. I think it's Williams and Sega if they can just replicate what they were doing in the beginning of the season. Again,
Yeah, that's a lot of what ifs already, bro.
again,
Fuck,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But
ifs.
this is what you got. And again, if you guys want to disagree, go for it. But I'm just gonna put it out there. We're talking about when we get to playoffs, if we get to playoffs. Then you do Raheem and Julian. You do Delgado and Brugman, Cabral and I was gonna say Costa and Grand Sir. You hope. Then you're hoping another if Ricky Puig is in form and he's starting as that quote unquote 10, and then Chicha on top.
Ricky Delgado and Chicha.
I agree with
I
that.
mean, what else do you got? Just be real.
Yeah.
Martin Cáceres to play with the Galaxy.
I was gonna bring that up, bro. Just that's the next damn question, and then we go to that one.
I agree with that lineup, to be honest. I'm bored with that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about Chase Gasper over Raheem Edwards? Because
Hell no.
Gasper, he showed
no.
he was getting better, and then
Yeah, that
And
game
then he fucked up.
he had a couple bad games, but overall, I mean,
I think it's you
It's a
damn.
decline.
I think it's you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. You know, yeah,
He hasn't shown us any type of starting caliber.
But
like
Edwards,
consistency, right?
yeah, but
No,
Edwards
not just
too, it's
consistency. Just he hasn't shown us he can be better than Edwards, and Edwards is not that great.
Yeah.
Not even Leardam, and Leardam showed
fuck
promising.
it. Bring back Felcher.
Fuck.
No,
No, come on,
Chales.
man.
Who's,
No
the,
way,
who's the
man.
guy with the ponytail we had for like 1 year?
Ponytail.
He fucking
The guy
galloped.
that can run fast.
Yeah, he like galloped when he ran. God damn it!
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember who it is though.
I can't remember his name either.
But
You
that
don't
was
remember?
funny because he would run like a horse.
Yeah, he would gallop. You guys don't
Oh,
remember?
fuck, I can't remember. No.
With a ponytail?
Yeah,
I can't remember it. I know you're talking
It's
about, but I
not
can't remember his name.
No, it's not Shelvik. It was
No.
more recent than that.
Ponytail.
Somebody corrected in there, and Edgar will buy you beer. I'm just kidding.
What?
Next question, right?
We got one on Instagram. Was more like a comment. What the fuck was that showing? Very disappointing. What does Cabral and Costa? I think he meant.
Oh
what do they do?
shit! How could I? Good God, Nico Hamalainen.
Hämäläinen.
Hämäläinen.
Dude, that's a name, bro. That's a name
God.
that's hard to fucking
Wasn't he,
remember.
he was also a former Leva, right?
Yeah, thank you, Alex. He's on the chat, and he agrees with my lineup as well.
Yeah, that lineup is.
Oh no! Wait, it's not Nico. It's not Nico.
That's not. He didn't have a ponytail.
No, it's not Nico.
Villafana?
No, it's not Villafana.
Yeah,
No.
fine, yeah.
No, it's back. It's gonna drive me nuts. Chewy's probably looking up the rosters right
Yeah,
now.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking up.
It's like-
I'm on Instagram looking at their pictures, trying to go back.
It's like 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
Daniel Costa?
Yeah, this is
No,
Or Acosta,
what
whatever.
the fuck.
it's gonna
No.
drive me crazy. Wait, what was
I'm
the
looking it up
statement
because
again,
I can't
Well,
remember.
While you guys are looking for that, let's talk about the big thing that everybody saw, not just at the beginning of the game, but during the first half, and that is
yeah.
the little airplane that could, with a big sign behind it, hashtag Klein out, hashtag Jovan out.
Nice.
Yep.
And it
I
was
mean,
we saw that at the GalaxSea thing too.
Oh, they put a sign.
They put up signs and stuff. And after Vanni finished talking, people started yelling out, "Klein out!" And the funny thing is, I was sitting all the way up top where the
In Sua?
whatever.
Was it in
in
Sua?
Yeah,
Sua.
Sua. That was-
Yeah, I was like, wait, was it in Sua?
Good shit, Chewy. So yeah,
Fuck, dude.
Vanni didn't. I mean, Klein didn't even show his face at the Galaxy thing.
you know,
Go ahead, Edgar.
how bad have things gotten? Remember, Chewy, when we saw Klein hanging out with fans before that game against Seattle just a year ago.
Oh, dude, I've seen Klein a lot in the supporters like before. This year I haven't seen him at all.
At all, right? He knows that the pitchforks and the torches are out.
No, and I'm lying. I did see him in the beginning of the season. He was at least in the Lars section. I saw him there. He did pass by a few people. He didn't really stop that much, but yeah, he was there. But in the beginning of the season,
Do you think you'll find him there now?
dude, he could go wherever the fuck he wants. People aren't gonna do shit. Some people might say something, but
Yeah.
nobody's gonna do anything.
It's kind of crazy though that, and as it's like another first that we get. Maybe not the one we want to brag about, but this is like something they do in England and stuff. You know, in the Premier League, or go after like the owners and the presidents and stuff. Like we literally had a plane fly over. You know,
Yeah.
that's other level shit. I mean, I know you gotta earn your checks, but it's like now shit hit the fan because ESPN didn't do the plane, but I think they were made aware of the plane, and that's why I think they fucking put the signs on TV. They put Klein on the screen, and in ESPN Deportes, they literally said if there was anybody to blame for the Galaxy's form in the last few years, it was Klein. So that's Disney, you know, that's ESPN, that's huge. So at this point, I think that AEG's Phil Anschutz and whoever else is sitting in Thanos' throne up there, you know, got word of what's going on. So I think now it's a real possibility that extension doesn't happen, despite the Herbalife deal, which we can touch on if you guys want to.
Go ahead.
Not
about.
not just that. You hit the button on when you said Disney. We know Galaxy or AEG has, you know, those Disney connections. There's a reason why they film stuff. You know, they've used our lots. There's reasons why, you know, AEG's at a certain point with Disney. And hey, people start fucking around, and you know you're gonna find out what happens. It's not just from the people that are doing this. Is, you know, it starts getting noticed.
You know what else? You guys mentioned the game was on ESPN, and ESPN was pointing out the signs. You know what ESPN stands for? Entertainment and Sports Programming Network. Entertainment. So you want some drama, baby? You gotta put those client signs up. You know, I mean those client out signs. Of course, that's gonna generate some attention, and of course, you know that's gonna create some drama. And ESPN, they love that kind of stuff because it's one thing to cover a sporting event, it's another thing to cover a story that it's gonna start to get a lot more attention and get more traction.
Hold on.
So
Conspiracy theory.
yeah,
Conspiracy
sir.
theory.
Let's go.
Well, you remember when the last home game, they were the plane got grounded or whatever?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was on Fox.
The game was on Fox.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You think this is a whole like a ruse, like they're in it?
I mean, I'm on board with that.
Like
if
the
they
Galaxy,
are.
the AG's in it. The Galaxy's in it. They're creating that story. And they're like, wait, never mind. We have an ESPN game in 2 weeks.
Well, this is bad attention, though. I mean,
Bro,
I mean, it isn't. What if we
did they pick up any fired writers from WWE? Hey, you know, that would be crazy if ESPN or so, you know, if they hired some of those people.
Dude, that's
Dude. Watch Vince McMahon being the fucking
the
creative
president
team
of
for
the Galaxy.
ESPN. Oh shit!
Nah, because he would have hired Pavon.
Yeah.
No, that's why I say ESPN creative, not Galaxy.
Well, the ESPN got even Hercules Gomez all passionate talking shit about Klein too. So there you go.
Yeah.
Creating the buzz.
You well, I mean, kind of going out of the Klein out. You guys saw that interview, well, kind of a small clip when they're talking about Ricky and how, you know, it could change the league. That basically it's an important person, young, coming into a retirement league, quote unquote.
Damn, you got this whole big story. Damn, the Galaxy about to triumph. We're gonna have an Apple Network special and everything. It's gonna be good. Let's answer some questions here real quick. This one's easy.
I literally forgot. This deal is pretty good for Apple, dude. they could go all the way back to Barca and fucking bring something just because of Ricky.
Yeah, look at him too.
He's a dude. He could be a little star in Apple.
Yeah, exactly. You see, we're gonna win a title, guys. Don't worry.
Yep.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be real, but I'll take it.
I knew it the whole time.
Alex Gonzalez. I think this is the easy one, right? I would think so. Who is worse, Douglas Costa or Kevin Cabral?
Costa. Don't. That was easy.
Costa.
Okay, cool.
Costa, just because he was proven.
Making sure. I figured. I wanted to make sure. I think that was the only question in there. Okay. Real quick. So I just want to touch on the Herbalife thing real quick. So the GalaxSea signed that 5-year extension, $7 million a year for Herbalife.
Nice.
I'm just gonna say this. Am I happy that it's Herbalife? No. But do I get it? Yeah. Why? This is gonna be
a lot of money.
Shitload of money. It's 20 years.
Cristiano.
And
Possibly.
Cristiano possibly. And the number one thing, look at other teams that change sponsors all the time, whatever. So after this being that's going to be 20 years, one thing is clear and obvious: checks don't bounce. So, am I happy that it's Herbalife? No, but do I understand why it's a good deal? Yeah, and it's 5 years are going to fly by. This is the shortest deal they've done with Herbalife. So
I prefer being a pyramid than a fucking tool.
there you go.
That's all I gotta say.
Fuck tools.
Do you guys are
Fuck
good with
tools.
Herbalife? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
I mean, they gave a shitload of money.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Nothing's changing. So that's all you got to say.
Exactly.
Anyways, so get that out of the way. And
The rumors.
the rumors. How do you say this guy's name, Brian?
Martin Cáceres.
Martin
Casares. Oh yeah, so Martin Casares. So there's like
Caceres, fool.
Caceres, whatever, bro. There's all these rumors flying around from different sources, most of them from overseas, from Uruguay, that he's actually on his way. Like, he's supposed to be here tomorrow if he's not here already, to be announced. 35, Uruguayo, center back, right?
Yeah. Well, I've seen him play mostly right back.
Okay.
But he also does play center back.
I don't know much about him, but I know a lot of people think he's a good, at least, I mean, in this team, anyone defensively added is going to be better than we have, right? We just had a guy get posterized. But that's not even the main thing. It's like, the thing is here, like, how does it make sense? How does it work?
You send Williams away.
I don't think it's Williams.
Who is it?
No.
It's Julian. I think Julian.
But we still need the international spot.
Yeah, but then we have money.
But
You could buy one.
We buy one.
I think we would have heard more on getting an international spot on GalaxSea trying to buy one.
Nah, that moves
Than
fast though.
somebody moving.
Buying one moves fast. Once Julian is gone, and we have actually money from selling Ryan.
Yep.
No, I know. It's just that's the only thing. Is just the international spot.
What's interesting is I assume, because they still have to buy that international slot, that this dude is coming for cheap. He's taking a really low contract, at least for this season.
Probably
Because
no. Well, yeah. I mean, for the season, and then like you said, we have money from the signings.
Yeah, but it's like we're not gonna sign him on TAM. I don't think so, because teams value those international slots high. If we're gonna buy one, then unless it's a trade, like a crazy trade, like we trade Julian for money and not Julian, like Ephra for money and an international slot.
Watch is only gonna be a loan for the rest of the year,
And that wouldn't be so bad. I was thinking about it. It's similar to like the whole Gareth Bale thing, because Gareth Bale came here to make sure he's getting playing time as the World Cup approaches. You know, he's representing Wales, and then you have this guy. He starts for Uruguay, so that's interesting. You know, Uruguay, they're one of the better teams in South America, so it's interesting. I mean, when you look at it from different perspectives, this is it's a good thing. But then again, you look at his age, and you're like, eh. But defenders aren't called upon to do that much running and that put that much effort. It's just kind of like, especially a center back, just got to make sure you cover your spaces and you don't let anything get by you. So it might work out for us in the end, especially because we're hurting at center back.
Yeah.
We it's something that keeps coming up. It's a running theme, right?
Oh, did
So
we sell Depew? Oh shit!
Actually, you know what? Domestic center backs are valuable too. A trade, you trade them. I don't think
you
there's
could
enough
trade for the international spot.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough value in him to sell him
But he might be enough for the international slot
to trade.
Ooh.
That's why.
Ooh, that could be nice.
Chewy,
I wouldn't be
it.
mad at that.
Hey, Chewy, we're gonna take a page out of Court of the Galaxy. Just confirm it. Say that's what's gonna happen, just in case it does.
Right?
you got to say that Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right. So out of unknown sources, we have some sources, right?
Wait, I got it. Galaxy trade Nick Depew to Nashville. Nashville, you got top quality for MLS. Here we go.
Did you go with a Russian accent or
whatever?
I know that was horrible.
Hey, I wanted you to do that with Zubac, too. When Zubac got, Nashville got Zubac. Nashville, you get Zubac, top quality player. Get your tattoos.
There
Here
you go.
we go.
His was worse. So let's go around real quick. Are you buying this signing? You think it's actually happening? I will go with no.
I would like to say yes. For one, Uruguayos are known to be...
No. Not if you approve. I approve. Do you think it's going to happen?
Oh, shit. I hope so. Do I think? Nah.
Too many moving parts.
Yeah, it doesn't seem possible.
Two good moves from our front office in short span.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a Klein move. Oh, you want to get better? Psych.
Yeah. So, no. It's
Nah.
going to be a no for me, dog.
I hope we're wrong, though.
Yeah, same here.
Anyway.
Okay, go on, Chewy. What do you think?
I mean, it sounds like something that could happen, and I think it should, only because our defense is whack, dude. Our defense doesn't have knowledge. They're too young. They're pretty stupid.
Damn,
we need somebody. We need
bro.
somebody old, bro. We need somebody old that can fucking like actually captain the defense. Somebody knowledgeable. I think he would work out, and he would probably teach some people some things.
Damn.
Otro ñango también.
You know what? This reminds me a lot of how the whole Ricky Puig thing started, where it came out of nowhere. It's like, and that's why I really think it's gonna happen. Even though you said there's a lot of moving parts, but I really think it's gonna happen because it just came out of nowhere, and it fills a need that the team has. They absolutely need some help on defense, and this might be one where like Dan Callisman is like, I'm sick and tired of these guys. Give me somebody who's a proven defender, and what's better than a guy who starts for a World Cup team that is known for being fierce on defense. Uruguay, Paraguay, these teams, you go through the defenders and you come out all bloodied. So hopefully it works out for us and we get this guy. I know him and Brugman, some compatriotas, maybe they could figure out a way to make that work. And it'll be nice to see like a big, strong dude back there, especially along with Sega and with Derek Williams. And like you said, I think, was it you that said he could also play at right back? Or was that
Brian?
Brian. Okay. So if something happens with Julian, maybe he could fill that spot too.
Well, there you go. All right. Definitely ran a lot longer than I thought we were. I just saw how long we've been running. A big shout out to everybody that's been on here with us this late on a Sunday. I want to know what kind of jobs you guys have because, I shouldn't
wake up in a few
hours. So I'm going to end this the way we used to end Classic Nag. I'm just going to put the standings up real quick and we're just going to go quick. Yes and no. Edgar, that's yes and no. Okay. Playoffs, Brian.
Yes.
All right. Chewy.
Yes.
Edgar.
Yes.
All right. Cool. Eddie.
Eddie.
Yeah. Fuck it. Let's go. thank you guys, everyone, for watching. Sorry we got on late. Again, life happens sometimes, but we're here. If we can make it, we'll make it. No hangovers, no, Mother Nature. Nothing's gonna stop us. As long as we can make it, we'll be here. So yeah, make sure to like, share this video, whatever you got to do to help spread the word of news across the galaxy. If you want to find me in any social media, you can find me as Eddie Nags altogether. Brian,
you can find me as Bryant Nags on Instagram and Twitter. Edgar,
you can find me on Twitter as Edgar Nags. Eddie.
I know that already went for Chewy's turn.
Oh, Chewy, yeah, so my man.
What a dick. Fuck Chewy. Anyways, go ahead, Chewy.
You guys can find me as Chavez J.A. Chavez Ha on all my social media, pretty much everywhere. Pretty easy, pretty simple.
Cool. All right. Tough Road games coming up. We'll try to put something out next weekend. We should, because there's 2 games to cover.
Who are we playing?
We got away to New England and away to Toronto, back to back. Short week. Sunday, Wednesday, I think. Something like that.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah. So next episode should be sad. We'll catch you then. Thank you again, everyone, for watching. Make sure to share, like. If you're listening to it on the audio versions, maybe jump on one of these days in the live chat. Even this late, people are still on there talking shit, having fun. Again, we appreciate everyone. Thank you for being with us on this late Sunday night. We got to get some sleep because we got to go to work. For Brian, Edgar, and Chewy, my name is Eddie. We'll get up out of here. Till next time.
Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging. Uh-oh, someone's
Keep on nagging.
There you go.